here we have 7 pieces. Well, in fact, we have 9 because we have 6 here, and then we have the next one there. That's the 7. I mean the 8, and then that's the 9th. So we have 9 pieces here that are the dividers that are going to go on the boots, and here we have one that we are about to make. So we're going to show how we make this one with our template. The first thing we do is to make a template on this curve that you see here. How we made that, how you calculate it. So that's the first thing we're going to show. Okay, so to make the template, the first thing we did is we got ourselves a piece of MDF. I have found that MDF is the best material to make templates, and I cut it the same size as our board. I'm talking about the width of our board, which is 11 1/4. 11 1/4 being the size of a 2x12, and I made a square, as you can see, square line here, 11 1/4 this way, and 11 1/4 this way. And then after that, since we wanted a curve to be very smooth on both sides, so one of the things that we did is we took from here to here about 6 inches. 6 inches, and then we made a pencil mark right here. And then on this side, we did the same thing, 6 inches. And then we just draw freehand this curve. And after we did the pencil mark, we did the cut. You can see the pencil marks. We did the cut with the jigsaw, and after we did the cut with the jigsaw, we took it to this sanding disc where we smooth all the edges. Once the edges got smooth, then we put some wax on the edge so our flush trim can go easily when we put it on the router. And we're going to show the next step how we do the first cut with the jigsaw. We mark it first with this template. We do a mark. So here we are lining. I'm putting very little because I know I'm going to have the router coming this way. So I wanted to make sure that the router does not jump too much. So then I made this mark with my pencil. So that's the first thing I do, make the mark. And then once I have the pencil mark, I'm going to go and cut it with the jigsaw. Just cut a little bit on the side here, leaving the pencil mark as a reference. Once we have made the cut with the jigsaw, as you can see over here, now we're going to put our template back again so we can run our first cut with the trim router bit, the flush trim router bit. So I'm going to secure, and I'm going to use this small trim router bit. It's a flush trim router bit that's going to be running on this guide, on this template, so I can have my first cut, and then I can use a bigger flush router bit, as you can see on this one. To use this one, of course, you gotta use a router that has a control for speed control, because this is a big router bit and you want to make sure you don't go more than number 2, okay, because it would be too dangerous to run this at high speed. So remember, every time you're going to be using such a large bit, you're going to be using a router that you can control the speed. But the small one, you can use any speed, not a problem, because that's a small bit we're going to be running. So now I'm going to secure the board and the template just to run the first flush bit. Now you can see we have made the first cut, which at the same time is planing the surface. And I'll be removing that template to use the bigger bit that is on that second router right there in the back. Alright, so we're ready now to use the bigger router bit. Once the pieces have been sanded, we see we have these very sharp edges. So these edges have to be treated one way or another. And the way we treat it is with this small rounded bit that we have on this trim router. And this is our next step to do now. This trim router, of course, has you can see it's a number 4 speed, because it's a small bit, so you can go very fast on it. Back, you can see how it looks. Nice and clean. Now it's just ready for a stain. Of course, remove the dust. Now we have stained the board. Of course, the process of staining will be another time to make it short, because the video today is about how we made this piece. So this is the piece number 9. We're making 9 pieces for this restaurant. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the side, 8 with this one, and the last one that is the one that we were working on is the number 9.